Hey guys, let's start the 79th episode of Daily Football News and know what has happened in the past 24 hours. Real Madrid plotting for MBAPPE. Harry Kane waiting for call from Manchester. Toman request declined. KANE future club. Let's quickly find out all of these in this video. Before starting this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. So at first, without delay, let's get to know some main news of the day. French forward touted for Bernabeu switch. Real Madrid are plotting a €120 million swoop for Paris Saint-Germain superstar Kylian Mbappé, according to KANE. PSG are struggling to tie the 22-year-old down to a new contract, with his current deal due to expire in 2022, and the Blancos are ready to test their resolve with a lucrative opening bid. However, PSG are now more confident of keeping Mbappé following Lionel Messi's arrival on a free transfer, with extension talks thought to be ongoing. Blues refused to meet the asking price for Polish striker. Chelsea rejected the chance to sign Robert Lewandowski for €80 million earlier this summer. According to Bild, the Blues refused to meet Bayern's asking price for the 32-year-old due to his age, after being offered the potential transfer by his agent Pini Zahavi. Lewandowski now looks set to remain at Allianz Arena until his contract expires in 2023, with Chelsea ultimately deciding to spend £98 million to re-sign Romelu Lukaku from Inter instead. Harry Kane is confident that a decision on his future will be made after Tottenham has faced Manchester City on Sunday, reports Standard Sport. The England international's current club are set to face his summer suitors in the Premier League this weekend, with a prolific frontman waiting for a call to be made on whether or not he will be allowed to complete a big money transfer in the current window. The Blancos could lay the groundwork for a move next year. Real Madrid will make a move for PSG star Kylian Mbappé this summer, according to L'Equipe. Mbappé, whose contract with PSG expires in 2022, has been a target of Madrid for several years. Madrid aren't convinced PSG will part with Mbappé this summer, but at the least, they are hoping to lay the groundwork for a move next summer. Now we move on to some interesting news of the day. Arsenal will make a loan bid for Lyon star Houssem Aouar if their other planned moves fall through, claims The Sun. The Gunners are looking to add Martin Odegaard or James Maddison to their midfield this summer on permanent deals. A loan for Aouar could be a last-ditch option to add to their midfield. Real Madrid are open to selling Martin Odegaard for €40 million this summer, with Arsenal poised to accelerate transfer talks after Joe Willock's permanent move to Newcastle is confirmed. Odegaard initially signed for Real from Norwegian outfit Strømsgodset as a 16-year-old back in 2015, but has since been restricted to just 11 first-team appearances for the club. The playmaker's latest temporary move away from Santiago Bernabeu saw him join Arsenal on a 6-month deal in January, and he made a big impact at Emirates Stadium. Juventus were unable to agree a deal to sign Manuel Locatelli from Sassuolo after the two clubs met for an initial meeting. Further talks are planned between the two sides, with the first hour-long meeting ending with the clubs deciding to return to talks next week. The two clubs continue to discuss the finances of the potential deal, with Juventus set to push forward to sign the Sassuolo star. Barcelona have turned down Ronald Koeman's request for more fresh faces to be brought into Camp Nou, claims Sport. With Lionel Messi gone, a Dutch coach's Catalonia is eager to see another attacker added to its ranks. Liverpool are interested in a move for Wolves forward Adama Traore, reports 90 Minutes. The Reds are looking to add one more forward to their ranks before the transfer window closes and have identified the 25-year-old as an ideal option. Wolves are demanding £40 million for Traore. Barcelona have offered Philippe Coutinho to Lazio, but a deal remains doubtful, reports Gazzetta dello Sport. The Blaugrana are desperate to get a higher-end Brazilian off their books, but finding a taker is proving difficult. Amad Diallo is expected to leave Manchester United on loan this summer. FC Basel and Crystal Palace have been asking for Amad on loan until 2022. Also, Bundesliga and other Premier League clubs in the race. No decision has been made yet. Tottenham are in talks with Fiorentina defender Nikola Milankovic over a possible transfer, reports 90 Minutes. Milankovic has been nearing a move to West Ham, but with negotiations over a contract stalling, Spurs are hoping to swoop in and land the 23-year-old. Gunners prepared to part with captain. Arsenal are, according to The Times, willing to listen to offers for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The Gabonese striker is club captain at Emirates Stadium, while also being tied to a lucrative contract, but the right approach could see Mikel Arteta agree to part with the prolific presence. Sevilla are closing in on the signing of Porto right-back Jesus Corona, according to Ojogo. The Spanish outfit are close to finalizing a €12 million deal for the 28-year-old, who has spent the last 6 years of his career at a stadium in Dragao. Manchester United were wrong to let Romelu Lukaku go in 2019, according to Ashley Young, who has backed his ex-teammate to thrive at Chelsea after re-signing for the West London outfit. United spent £75 million to sign Lukaku in 2017. The Belgium international struggled for consistency during his time with the Red Devils, but scored 64 goals in 85 appearances for the Nerazzurri while helping them win their first Serie A crown in 11 years. Roma's hunt for a new striker could lead them to Leicester star Kelechi Iheanacho, reports Sky Sports. Jose Mourinho is favoring a raid on his former employers at Chelsea for Tammy Abraham, but alternative targets are being identified. Jurgen Klopp has insisted Liverpool will sort out the future of Jordan Henderson as negotiations over a new contract for the Liverpool captain continue. Henderson has entered the final 2 years of his current deal at Anfield, and the initial discussions over an extension have so far proven fruitless. Atletico Mineiro have reached a verbal agreement with Diego Costa on a 2-year contract to be signed in the next days. Official announcement of the player is scheduled for next week. New Chelsea striker Romelu Lukaku was not issued a squad number on Friday, in what could be another hint at Tammy Abraham's impending departure. Romelu Lukaku, who joined the Blues from Inter Milan yesterday, will have his squad number announced in due course, Chelsea website said. Abraham was listed as the number 9 in Chelsea's squad, with speculation rife that Lukaku will be given the number when Abraham is sold. Tottenham are, according to The Times, readying a £55 million for Villarreal defender Pau Torres. The Spain international has previously been linked with Manchester United, Liverpool and Manchester City. Newcastle have completed the signing of Joe Willock from Arsenal. The midfielder heads to Newcastle after joining the club last season on loan, as Willock has now signed permanently in a deal that could be worth up to £25 million. Leicester have completed the signing of Jannik Vestergaard from Southampton. The club confirmed Vestergaard moves to Leicester on a deal through 2024 and will be eligible to face Wolves this weekend. Ajax, Club Brugge, West Ham United, Schalke and Everton are among the clubs after Wolves midfielder Owen Otasoy, according to Voetbal-Krant. Wolfsburg and Anderlecht have also been linked with the American midfielder, who made his debut for the U.S. men's national team in November. Rodney Wallace will sign a 1-day contract to retire as member of the Portland Timbers, the club announced. The winger won MLS Cup in 2015 with the club. Thinking back on my career, I realized that retiring as a Timber was the best way for me to respect what the organization has done for me and what I was able to do for the club, the city, and the fans, said midfielder Rodney Wallace. Chelsea have slapped a €50 million price tag on Tammy Abraham, according to Le 10 Sport. Abraham is expected to leave Stamford Bridge this summer following the arrival of Romelu Lukaku from Inter. Roma appear to be leading the race for Abraham, but Arsenal are still in the mix. Everton have approached Manchester United for Andreas Pereira. Many clubs are interested in signing Andreas on loan. Man Ed still prioritize permanent sale. So, this was the end of our 79th episode. We will be back with more interesting news and transfer rumors tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon.